Also, if you feel like being lazy, come here to this little hotel. It's $100, but you can heal. But there's really no reason to. Just hoof it and heal for free. Also, this place is sketchy because the fact that they only charge $1 to stay. Also, I cannot be the only one who thought that this trainer class was Saint Performer. I don't know. I was dumb as a kid. Okay, she has the Pokemon I want. Flaffy. One of the few electric types that you can get in this game due to the limited options, and not a bad one either. It's not very fast. That's what's unusual about it. But its special defense, HP, and special attack make up for it. All of which are very high. Which is why I don't mind using Confusion on it, because it will, unless it's a critical hit, it will survive it. Plus, with that Thunder Wave, it's going to be a little more instrumental in capturing Pokemon. And yes, this game does have an exploit. I will show it when we get there, though. Okay, I may have to use a Great Ball here. Well, unless it does that. And I think I'll keep the Makahito around, because it's actually very useful, too. Because we run into an absurd amount of dark and normal types. That's one thing I like about the villains of this game. They don't, like, just use Rattata or Zubat or things like that. I think the dude with the bandana has the other Pokemon we're going to need. For at least coverage reasons. Again, it's called balance. I'm probably going to ditch the Umbreon in favor of another Pokemon, but it's just going to be temporary. Bandana guy. What a generic sounding trainer class. And the Pokemon that I am after is that one. Quagsire. Having one of the best type combinations, being water ground, of course it's desirable. And it has Surf, which in Gen 3 was broken. Deals damage to both opponents and did not hurt your ally. They changed it in Gen 4 onwards, which makes more sense, let's be fair. Because you're swapping the entire battlefield with a giant wave. Hey, there we go. I know there's going to be a bunch of me running back to heal in this game, but this game is also very difficult, I'm not going to lie. It's simply because the big thing is Colosseum has very limited options when it comes to Pokemon. I believe there are only 49 obtainable Pokemon in the game, not counting evolutions. And a lot of those limited options are not very good. I always question why the female riders never reappeared in Gale or Darkness. Dig won't do anything to the Skip Bloom because it is part flying type. Remember when I said I always thought Wormhole was a poison bug type? Well, its evolution is, and that's right there. Also, to this day, Core Lava is one of my favorite starter middle stages. To be fair, though, the Johto starters had amazing middle evolutions. Design-wise. Should probably go buy some more Pokeballs after this. Because I'm running out. At least to make money off these people. Whenever I hear the soundtrack for this game, as well as the sequel, I'm amazed that there aren't that many covers of the music out there. Like, it's begging for Insane in the Rain to do covers of them. So what do you do with shadow Pokemon? You have to get their heart gauge down to 0 and then you purify them. However, we don't really have a way to do that. At least yet. Impish is defense swapping, so could be worse. Okay, so let's try to get your gauge down. Nah, let's try to get yours down because I'm going to use you for capturing. Mischievous. Yeah. Mischievous is not very good. Here's the reason. Its stats are bad. It doesn't have its evolution because this is the generation before they did it. However, it does come packing Shadow Ball, which makes it decently desirable because of that. Also, I'm predicting the Shadow Ball and Espeon again, so I'm switching out to Umbreon. Yep. Read you like a book. Yeah, I know. My Game Boy, it just absolutely crashed on me. I tried to get it to work, and it's just that game. All my other games that I have work on my player. So I just moved on to the next part that I was going to do. What happened was I was about to battle Brawly, and then the game just glitched out. So I reset it, blew some air into it, did everything that I could. Then it would refuse to read it. Then I just tried it in my actual Game Boy, and it read it just fine. So I guess it's just not meant to be. But I'm still going forward with the plans that I have for all of this. So, might as well share with the world a game that not a lot of people really talk about, unfortunately. People complained, like when Sword and Shield was around, people were complaining, why don't we have a good 3D Pokemon game with its own story? Either they did not have a GameCube in that era, or they just completely forgot about these two games. Now, I admit, being stuck with Gen 3 mechanics sucks, but still. Could be worse. Now, if I did not pick Quilava, this would have been my plan B for fire type. But here is where I draw the line. Magcargo is not good, and it's slow. It's not good because it has 2 quad weaknesses and a low special defense. I really wish it was better. Fair enough. Thank you for tuning in. And thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't have that big of a following, but the ball's starting to roll finally. And I actually like that. I just realized it doesn't have water absorb. Oh well. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm one of those people who likes to be very informative. That's more or less my style. Wow, that's twice that's happened. In a row against the same trainer. I'm having a lot of weird things happen this time around. Like I whited out against Truly, which was weird. I had never seen that happen before. And I've been playing this game since it came out back in 2004, I think it is. Take care, thank you. Yep, 2004. Yellow hydration. Voice likes to go in and out. Okay, the only one I haven't gotten is the Noctowl, so... Like I said, I like having multiple chances. I will warn you. There are some Pokemon that you only have one shot at. You'll get another shot at them much later, But by then you're going to be in like the high levels, so good luck with that. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but Shadow Pokemon do not gain experience points. They don't level up. Which means, yes, we're going to be stuck with a Flaffy here, but it's still not bad. Come on, Static. Darn it. I wish that would have worked. I didn't mean that. Oh well. Misclick. Nah. That's what I get for ace spamming. One time I used Helping Hand. I believe it increases the attack power by 1.5 is how it works. You know, for a defensive burb, that makes perfect sense. For it to have, Reflect. Okay. Also, one little thing. You cannot use more than one Pokeball per turn. I understand why they did that, but at the same time, I don't, because in the next game, still having that restriction makes no sense, because that's when you start having multiple Shadow Pokemon in one battle. It's obnoxious. Okay. So that's all of the Shadow Pokemon that we can get, sort of. So here it is. I always get lost and forget where this building is. The name's Duking. I run the Colosseum here. If you want to enter a battle, go see the Colosseum's receptionist. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy. How original. That's why, Marcia. We've got to somehow snag them from those criminals. Wow, you startled me. How did you get in here? That's weird. My little brother is supposed to be on lookout. Are you Papa's friends? I'm Marcia. Pleased to meet you. I'm sorry, we're busy. We're talking about something that's quite important. Please come visit and play with us another time. Those characters will be important later. Duking, how much more are you going to take from Mirror B and his stooges? They're using you and the Colosseum. What is the matter with you? Have they sucked the spirit right out of you? So you just clam up. I've lost faith in you. Also, one thing I want to point out. This game also uses the Yu-Gi-Oh clause. Anyone with crazy hair or crazy hair colors is an important character. Huh? What's that? You're wanting to know if I have a weird Pokemon? If you want to know that much, you may as well see it with your own eyes. Also, this guy reminds me so much of a good friend of mine. The way he acts, looks, and dresses, it's very similar to a close friend of mine. Trace synchronize. Isn't that what it normally has anyway? Well, it can either have trace or synchronize. So it's a very vanilla Ralts right now. Also cue the theme because it's a Shadow Ferret. Well, that was pointless. Jeez, that thing's actually not bad for this part of the game, though, I gotta admit. I love how Ross faints, shakes its fist at you, like, how dare you do that to me? I will get my revenge. Well, may as well try. Hey, I'll take it. His Pokemon have the potential to be terrifying later. Because Gardevoir, Shiftry, and Machamp are nothing to sniff at. My shadow Pokemon! Bah! That was it. That lying Mirror B. He came up with that fancy, tough-sounding name, Shadow Pokemon, but it was no big deal. You guys be careful too. Don't be played for a sucker. That's about all they'll give you if you win at the Colosseum. Shadow Pokemon? That's what it's called? A Shadow Pokemon? That Pokemon with the black aura? Meanwhile... What did I give this guy? Oh yeah. I trust things are going according to plan, Mirror B. Oh yes, indeed, Master Nascour. Our plan is coming along in a lovely, peachy keen way. We have already broken King's spirit. We can do as we please at the Colosseum without his meddling. We've been giving away Shadow Pokemon on the sly to challenge winners for gathering data. Good. The others also appear to be doing their parts to implement our plan. Our Shadow Pokemon plan is falling into place quickly. The final phase is not far off. Whoa! This is perking up my spirit and body. Oh, I feel like dancing. Stay here dancing until our plan succeeds. I'm off. Okay then. I shall make my return to the cave where my darling Pokemon await my return. Let the music play. It looks like the Colosseum has a secret. I guess there's no choice but to take part in a battle challenge there. I wonder if she'll actually tell you something, because she actually has an interesting theme. The fortune teller. Mysterious. I actually enjoy that theme. You don't really hear it that often. Someone, there's trouble. Help me. The chief's inside. Silver came in. Silver's gone too far this time. He ripped out and ripped off one of the gears. The Colosseum's going to be without power. Chief, are you alright? Yeah, the only thing bruises my pride. It was only Silva, so I wasn't expecting any trouble. Huh? But isn't Silva Duking's trusted lieutenant? What's his motive for doing this? That's what I want to know. He was ranting about how the Colosseum can just shut down or something. Sorry to worry you, younglings. Thanks. I'll be fine now. But I need to ask for a favor. Will you hear me out? If the Colosseum losing its power, the whole town suffers. I need you to find that gear Silver ran off with. I'm counting on you, younglings. They don't really tell you. They're not very clear about it. Supposedly, some of the trainers in Duel Square might tell you something, but you gotta battle them. I just randomly started exploring and I found it. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. I think one of these guys comments on it. bam, 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 da, da, da. So we're going to resolve the problem and then heal and save in the Colosseum. Then we're going to call it quits. Terribly sorry, Chief. You're sure you're okay? Yep, I'm fine. There's no need for all the worrying. Good, that's good. But that's Silva. This is an outrage. No, I reckon he agonized over this and did it because he thought it was right. I can't blame the man for that. Enough about that, Duke King. Instead, I think you should look over there. What, you people? I reckon you might be saying thanks, Duke King. That's the gear. You found it for us. What amazing luck. I'll ask you to excuse me for my behavior earlier. You seem to be people who are worthy of trust. You have my sincere thanks. Alright, I'll get you to slot the gear snugly back in the gap where it belongs. All done, standing by, let it roll. Oh, 30 long years of cranking gears, oh yeah! Wahaha! This is the way it ought to be. Things are fine now. You know, I really wish they were a little more intuitive with Ruri. Where I feel like she should be like a hint system. Like maybe, you know, you don't exactly remember what you did the last time and what your goal is. But I mean, this was even during the era of Paper Mario, so there's no excuse for that. Yeah. Huh. Alright. And that's going to be all the time that we have. So until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off.